Hey everyone! Welcome to our exciting journey into the world of composting. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating process of composting. It's like recycling, but specifically for your leftover food and garden waste. Instead of throwing these items away, you can turn them into something incredibly useful. Imagine tiny helpers called microbes breaking down these things naturally. These microbes work tirelessly to decompose organic matter, transforming it into nutrient-rich material. This process creates something magical called compost, often referred to as black gold for your garden. It's rich in nutrients and perfect for enriching your soil. Composting is super helpful for our planet. By composting, we can significantly reduce the amount of waste that ends up in landfills. This means less garbage goes to landfills, which helps reduce harmful gases in the air, such as methane, a potent greenhouse gas. Plus, compost acts like a fantastic natural fertilizer, making your garden happy and healthy without the need for expensive chemicals. It improves soil structure, retains moisture, and provides essential nutrients. It gives your plants all the good stuff they need to grow big and strong. Your vegetables will be more vibrant, and your flowers will bloom more beautifully. Composting is easy, fun, and makes a big difference for the environment and your garden. So, let's get started and make the world a greener place together. What can you put in your compost? Well, it needs a good mix of greens and browns. Greens are like nitrogen-rich snacks for those busy microbes. Think of things like fruit and veggie scraps, coffee grounds, tea bags, grass clippings, and even eggshells. They give the microbes the energy to break everything down. Browns are like carbon-rich building blocks. They add air pockets to your compost like cardboard, straw, dried leaves, and sawdust. Remember, avoid adding meat, dairy products, and oily foods to your compost. They can attract unwanted guests like pests and create stinky smells. There are different ways to compost, each offering unique benefits and challenges. Each method has its own pros and cons, making it important to choose the right one for your needs. Compost bins. These are perfect for small spaces like balconies or patios. They come in various sizes and materials, making them versatile and easy to fit into your living space. Compost piles. This is a more traditional way of composting, best suited for larger gardens. Simply designate an area in your backyard for your compost heap and let nature do the rest. Compost tumblers. These are like rotating bins that make mixing and adding air to your compost super easy. This method speeds up the composting process significantly, making it more efficient. Worm composters. This method uses worms to break down food scraps. It's ideal for composting indoors and can be a fun, educational project for kids. Bokashi bins. This method uses special helpers called microorganisms to ferment food waste. It's great for handling cooked food scraps and meat, which are typically harder to compost. Choose the system that fits your space, budget, and composting goals. Whether you have a small apartment or a large garden, there's a composting method that's perfect for you. Building a compost pile or bin is easier than you think. Here's a simple guide. First, find the perfect spot. Choose a well-drained area, ideally with some shade. Next, start layering. Begin with a layer of brown materials, then add a layer of green materials. Keep layering until your bin is full. Make sure to keep it moist, like a wrung-out sponge. Add water if it's too dry, but don't overdo it. Turn your compost every week or two using a garden fork or shovel. This adds oxygen, which helps with decomposition. And finally, be patient. Composting takes time, anywhere from a few months to a year, depending on the method and materials. Finished compost looks dark brown and crumbly, a sign that it's ready to use in your garden. With a nice earthy smell that indicates its richness in organic matter. It's a gardener's best friend. Here's how to use it effectively in your garden to get the best results. Mix it with soil. Add compost to your garden beds to improve soil structure, drainage, and fertility. This will help your plants grow stronger and healthier. Top dressing. Sprinkle a thin layer of compost around your plants for a slow release of nutrients. This method is great for feeding your plants over time. Mulch. Use compost as a natural mulch to keep the soil moist, prevent weeds, and regulate soil temperature. This helps create a more stable environment for your plants. Potting mix. Combine compost with other materials like peat moss and perlite to create a nutrient-rich potting mix for your potted plants. This ensures they get all the nutrients they need. Composting is a rewarding journey that benefits both your garden and the environment. By recycling organic waste, you contribute to a healthier planet. Start composting today, and turn your household waste into a valuable resource that will enrich your garden and reduce landfill waste.